Which MMO will be dominating in 2025? With so many games competing for players' attention, only a few have managed to stay on top. Whether you're looking for the most active worlds to explore or wondering if your favorite game made the list, here are the most played MMOs of the year, ranked by active players. Number 16. Albion Online. Albion Online, released in 2017 by Sandbox Interactive, is a player-driven sandbox MMORPG that emphasizes a classless combat system and a fully player-controlled economy. Unlike traditional MMOs, it lacks predefined classes, allowing players to develop their character's skills based on the gear they equip. Its hardcore full-loot PvP system means that death comes with real consequences, making the world feel risky and rewarding. The game has steadily grown in popularity, especially after its free-to-play transition in 2019, which introduced a larger audience to its competitive and strategic gameplay. One of Albion's standout features is its open-world full-loot PvP system, which encourages guild warfare and territorial control. Players gather resources, craft items, and engage in large-scale battles for dominance over valuable land. The economy is entirely driven by players, with every item crafted by the community. Its cross-platform accessibility on PC, mobile, and Linux allows players to continue their adventures anywhere. Number 15. Lost Ark. Lost Ark, developed by Smilegate RPG and released in South Korea in 2019, made a global impact when it launched in North America and Europe in 2022. This isometric action MMORPG blends hack-and-slash combat with deep MMO elements, featuring an expansive world filled with dungeons, raids, and an evolving storyline. With a mix of traditional RPG mechanics and high-speed action gameplay reminiscent of Diablo, Lost Ark quickly became a favorite among MMO and ARPG fans. What sets Lost Ark apart is its engaging combat, which offers fluid action mechanics and a variety of unique classes, each with highly customizable abilities. The game also features an extensive PvE experience, including cinematic dungeons, open-world events, and massive raids. Beyond combat, Lost Ark offers various life skills such as fishing, mining, and crafting, giving players numerous ways to engage with the world. Regular content updates, including new classes and endgame activities, have kept the game thriving in the competitive MMO space. Number 14. EVE Online. EVE Online, launched in 2003 by CCP Games, remains one of the most intricate and immersive MMOs ever created. Set in a vast, persistent galaxy called New Eden, EVE is known for its player-driven economy, deep space exploration, and massive player-led battles involving thousands of ships. Unlike traditional MMOs, EVE's gameplay revolves around politics, warfare, and economic dominance, with alliances forming and collapsing over real-world years. The depth of EVE Online is unparalleled, offering everything from solo exploration to large-scale corporate warfare. Players can engage in mining, trading, piracy, espionage, or fleet combat, with some conflicts resulting in the loss of thousands of dollars worth of in-game assets. The game's economy operates similarly to a real-world stock market, with corporations competing for resources and power. Its long-standing community, rich lore, and emergent player stories have ensured its place as one of the most respected MMOs in gaming history. Number 13. Lord of the Rings Online. LOTRO. Lord of the Rings Online. LOTRO, launched in 2007 by Turbine, now managed by Standing Stone Games, transports players into Tolkien's Middle-earth. It remains one of the most immersive MMORPGs due to its deep lore, engaging questlines, and faithful representation of iconic locations such as Rivendell, Rohan, and Mordor. While it never reached the same popularity as World of Warcraft, it has maintained a dedicated community that values storytelling and world-building. LOTRO's best features include its detailed crafting system, epic story-driven quests, and unique monster play mode, where players can take on the role of Sauron's minions. Unlike many MMOs, LOTRO places a heavy emphasis on cooperative play, with instances and raids requiring strategic teamwork. The game has continued to receive updates, keeping it relevant even after more than a decade. Fans of Tolkien's world will find no better MMO to experience Middle-earth in an interactive and story-rich way. Number 12. EverQuest 1. EverQuest, launched in 1999 by Variant Interactive and later managed by Daybreak Game Company, is one of the pioneers of the MMORPG genre. It set the foundation for modern MMOs, introducing large-scale persistent worlds, class-based progression, and group-focused gameplay. The game quickly became a social phenomenon, with dedicated guilds forming to take on its notoriously difficult raid bosses. Despite being over 2 decades old, EverQuest has maintained a loyal player base thanks to its deep lore, challenging mechanics, and frequent expansion packs. One of EverQuest's most defining features is its emphasis on cooperation. Unlike many modern MMOs that cater to solo players, EverQuest was designed with group content in mind. The game is known for its intense difficulty, requiring players to grind levels, manage resource-heavy combat, and carefully plan encounters. With over 29 expansions adding new zones, dungeons, and classes, EverQuest remains a nostalgic yet thriving MMO for those seeking a hardcore, old-school experience. Number 11. Throne and Liberty, TL. Throne and Liberty, developed by NCSOFT and released in 2023, is one of the newer MMOs on this list. Originally conceived as a sequel to Lineage, the game underwent several transformations before launching as a next-gen open-world MMORPG. Featuring stunning visuals powered by Unreal Engine, TL delivers a dynamic world with a weather system that directly impacts gameplay. Rain affects spell power, winds influence ranged attacks, and flooding alters the landscape. Throne and Liberty's biggest draw is its seamless open-world exploration and strategic PvP battles. Unlike traditional MMOs with faction-based warfare, TL encourages players to form alliances and betray one another, leading to an ever-changing political landscape. The game also introduces deep environmental interaction, allowing players to transform into animals for traversal and use terrain for tactical advantages. Its innovative mechanics and high production value make it a strong contender in the modern MMO space. Number 10. Star Wars: The Old Republic, SWTOR. Released in 2011 by BioWare and published by EA, Star Wars: The Old Republic, SWTOR, is one of the most story-driven MMORPGs ever made. Built on the foundation of BioWare's classic RPG storytelling, the game offers fully voiced cinematic quests, allowing players to choose between the Sith Empire or the Galactic Republic. SWTOR initially launched as a subscription-based game, but later adopted a free-to-play model, bringing in a wider audience. What makes SWTOR stand out is its strong narrative, with 8 distinct class stories that unfold based on player choices. Unlike traditional MMOs that focus heavily on raids and grinding, SWTOR delivers an immersive single-player RPG experience within a multiplayer world. Players can explore iconic planets like Tatooine and Coruscant, engage in large-scale space battles, and participate in PvP war zones. Number 9. Black Desert Online, BDO. Black Desert Online, developed by Pearl Abyss and released in 2015, is widely praised for its action-packed combat and breathtaking visuals. Unlike traditional tab-targeting MMOs, BDO features a fast-paced, skill-based combat system that feels more like a high-intensity action game. The game also boasts one of the most detailed character creation systems in any MMO, allowing players to fine-tune every aspect of their avatars. BDO's strongest features include its massive open world, dynamic economy, and in-depth life skills. Players can engage in crafting, fishing, trading, and even horse breeding, creating a vast in-game economy driven by player activity. The game is also known for its large-scale PvP sieges, where guilds battle for control over regions. Regular content updates, new classes, and ongoing graphical improvements keep BDO fresh and engaging, making it one of the most visually stunning MMOs available. Number 8. Guild Wars 2, GW2. Guild Wars 2, developed by ArenaNet and released in 2012, broke away from traditional MMO mechanics by eliminating the need for a holy trinity: tank, healer, DPS, and focusing on dynamic, action-oriented gameplay. The game features a level scaling system, ensuring that players of all levels can contribute meaningfully in open-world events. Its buy-to-play model with no mandatory subscription helped establish a strong and dedicated player base. GW2's defining feature is its living world system, which continuously evolves the game's narrative through seasonal updates. The game offers a rich PvE experience, with large-scale meta events and unique exploration-based content. For competitive players, GW2 provides structured PvP arenas and massive world battles where servers fight for dominance. Its unique approach to storytelling and fluid combat has kept Guild Wars 2 relevant for over a decade. Number 7. Wizard 101. Wizard 101, launched in 2008 by KingsIsle Entertainment, is a family-friendly MMORPG that blends card-based combat with a magical school setting. While originally designed for younger audiences, the game's deep strategy elements and engaging world-building have attracted players of all ages. With a heavy emphasis on turn-based tactical battles, players progress through different realms, mastering spells and dueling enemies. The game's most distinctive feature is its collectible card-based combat system, where players build decks of spells to use in battle. Wizard 101 also offers extensive housing customization, pet training, and mini-games. Despite its age, it continues to receive content updates, new worlds, and seasonal events, keeping its community engaged. Its unique blend of strategy, exploration, and social interaction has cemented it as a timeless MMO. Number 6. New World. Developed by Amazon Games and launched in 2021, New World initially had a rocky start, but quickly became one of the most played MMOs due to its immersive open-world sandbox elements. Set in the mysterious land of Eternum, the game blends PvP faction warfare with deep crafting mechanics and action-based combat. New World's best features include its large-scale PvP battles, including 50 versus 50 wars and open-world skirmishes for territorial control. The game also emphasizes survival elements, where players gather resources, craft weapons, and build settlements. With continuous updates improving the endgame experience, New World has solidified its place in the MMO landscape. Number 5. Elder Scrolls Online, ESO. Released in 2014 by ZeniMax Online Studios, Elder Scrolls Online brings the beloved Elder Scrolls universe into an MMO format. The game started with a subscription model but later switched to a buy-to-play system, significantly boosting its player base. ESO allows players to explore Tamriel's vast open world, including regions from Skyrim, Morrowind, and more. ESO's main strengths are its expansive storytelling and flexible character progression. Players can engage in solo questing, group dungeons, large-scale PvP battles in Cyrodiil, and even housing customization. Its deep lore and regular expansions keep the game fresh, making it a favorite among Elder Scrolls fans. Number 4. Final Fantasy XIV, FF14. Final Fantasy XIV, originally released in 2010 and relaunched as A Realm Reborn in 2013, is one of the most successful MMORPGs of all time. Developed by Square Enix, FF14 offers a rich, story-driven experience with some of the best writing in the genre. The game's resurgence, thanks to expansions like Heavensward and Endwalker, has made it a top-tier MMO. FF14's highlight is its deep, engaging narrative, which feels like a true Final Fantasy experience. The game also features a robust job system, allowing players to switch classes seamlessly. Regular expansions introduce new raids, dungeons, and storylines, making it one of the most content-rich MMOs available. Number 3. WoW Classic. WoW Classic, launched in 2019, brings back the original World of Warcraft experience from 2004. It captures the hardcore, community-driven elements of early WoW, with challenging dungeons and lengthy progression. Its biggest appeal is nostalgia, offering old-school raid mechanics, talent trees, and faction warfare. With classic expansions rolling out, WoW Classic continues to thrive alongside retail WoW. Number 2. Old School RuneScape, OSRS. Old School RuneScape, OSRS, was released in 2013 as a nostalgic return to the 2007 version of RuneScape, following overwhelming demand from fans. Developed by Jagex, OSRS retains the classic point-and-click gameplay, and open-ended progression that made the original game a hit in the early 2000s. Unlike modern MMOs that focus on fast-paced combat and flashy graphics, OSRS prioritizes skill progression, player choice, and a community-driven approach. The game operates on a unique polling system where players vote on new content, ensuring updates align with community desires. One of OSRS's greatest strengths is its sandbox-style gameplay, which allows players to choose their adventure. Whether it's mastering skills like fishing, woodcutting, and smithing, tackling challenging boss fights, or engaging in high-risk PvP in the wilderness, there's something for every type of player. The Grand Exchange, OSRS's bustling player-driven marketplace, keeps the in-game economy thriving. Additionally, its Iron Man mode, where players cannot trade with others, offers a hardcore experience for those seeking ultimate self-sufficiency. With continued updates, fresh content like new raids, and mobile accessibility, OSRS remains one of the most actively played MMOs, even in 2025. Number 1. World of Warcraft. WoW. World of Warcraft, launched in 2004 by Blizzard Entertainment, is the most influential MMORPG of all time. Building on the success of the Warcraft strategy games, WoW introduced an expansive open world filled with deep lore, iconic characters, and diverse gameplay systems. Over the years, the game has seen numerous expansions, each adding new continents, classes, dungeons, and raids. With millions of players worldwide, WoW has remained the gold standard for the genre, continuously evolving while maintaining its classic appeal. Whether it's engaging in PvP battlegrounds, raiding epic bosses, or simply exploring Azeroth's vast landscapes, WoW offers something for every type of player. One of WoW's biggest strengths is its ability to cater to both casual and hardcore audiences. The game offers a flexible class system, allowing players to specialize in different roles such as tank, healer, or damage dealer. Raiding is a key component, with encounters requiring teamwork and strategy, while Mythic plus Dungeons add a challenging time-based twist to traditional PvE content. For PvP enthusiasts, arenas and battlegrounds provide competitive gameplay. Which of these MMOs surprised you the most? And which one are you playing in 2025? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update on the latest gaming trends.